Welcome to the Full Charge Power Hour. I'm Matt Fulcheron. Pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/the full charge. We don't know how we're going to afford this studio. I just bought a fucking house.
Aaron, are you going to be able to do this from the Matt's garage?
Yeah, with no cameras. Yeah, I think I can handle it myself. Patreon.com/the full charge. If everybody gets if everybody pledges $1, the Full Charge Power Hour will make you holler. I should have been in advertising. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, August 13th. Come see me. I do stand-up comedy. Chicago, August 14th and 15th. I said August 13th, right? Sometimes I just say April instead of August. I say the wrong month sometimes.
I'm still hooked on the fact that you informed people that you said you do stand-up comedy.
Can we play that back? Yeah.
You said it. You're good.
All right, good. Oh, I do stand-up all right. It's gone from, I hate to do this, because this is supposed to be, promotion for the stand-up.
Sure, yeah.
I used to make money doing stand-up. Now I pay money to do stand-up.
Times have changed.
It's so
who do we want to
crazy.
blame? We blame a TikTok. We blame an Instagram.
Blaming doesn't work.
Blaming the market.
Blaming doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Matter.
You just got to roll with it.
Yes, you do.
You know? I've got some notes written down. We can talk about some things.
Also in LA, you pay to do open mics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Too, yeah.
I mean, I don't do open mics, but I pay to travel.
Yeah.
To go make peanuts.
Shit ain't cheap.
It's a different world now. Now it's just like, you can be as funny as you want to. They just go straight to your Instagram account and they determine whether you have enough followers or not.
Which is funny that your followers determine whether you're funny or not now.
Well, they don't care whether you're funny or not. They want some people at the club.
Correct. But my point is,
in fact,
last time I
went to Chicago, they were like, holy shit. The people running the club, the managers, assistant managers were like, holy shit, that was hilarious. They go, we would have liked more people here, but that was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't always translate for whatever reason. The idea that I have to be on my computer more just fucking kills me because I'm already on there all the time.
Well, I guess comedy's always been, or not even just comedy, because I used to tour and manage bands. I mean, there is an understanding that it's a co-op, right? That when you're touring, they're hoping that you somehow or another, back in the day was mailing lists, literally physical mailing lists,
right.
Then email, now social media, etc. That you're also helping put butts in the seats, not just being talented comedy, being a great band, but somehow outside of that, you're doing something to help bring people to the club as well.
Yeah.
But I think also there was a time where you kind of could get spoiled too, because a lot of the clubs were doing a really good job of filling the rooms without help.
The club used to be Instagram. In other words, like you go perform there, or the club used to be Netflix. You go perform there, you're in the venue.
Yeah.
You're doing it. I'm not here to bitch about the new times.
No.
I've accepted the new times. I just would prefer to get paid.
Yeah. $20, even if it's $20 more.
And we've reached the point past of fake it till you make it. I mean, I already make it and now I'm faking it. And now I'm not faking it anymore. We need money, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hook me up.
Just do
and
it.
I'm not mad at the audience. I used to get mad at the audience. I'm a very mature adult.
Here's what you need to do
at this point in my life.
And you made a crack about it earlier.
I'm an unemployed mature adult.
You are, but you're a smart man too,
Yes.
and you need to spend more time on YouTube. I've fixed all 3 of my cars now. I don't take them. There's certain things I won't take into the shop.
Yeah.
Because the difference is like $350 versus me ordering the part on Amazon and just sitting and watching a YouTube video.
Not to mention feeling like a goddamn man changing that headlight. I love it. I absolutely love it.
So the last thing I did, I had to change an intake hose for the air filter, and I was struggling. I had to call my wife. She knows more about cars than I do.
Is that right?
She came in, she figured it out. She pulled the old, let's get some Dawn Kitchen, soap in there and let's get this thing going. And I was like, you don't understand. I've been out here for 45 minutes trying to get this thing. She puts a little bit in. She's like, all right, push. I'm like, whoop, there we go. Yeah.
Effort does not equal value.
No, it does not. And she's always been smarter than me.
And I think we can apply that to what we're already talking about. Effort does not equal value. That's okay. I'm mature about it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a more difficult this week. I just bought a house.
Yeah.
My wife thinks car maintenance is optional. I'll be like, I'm taking the car in for an oil change. And the vibe is really like, do we really need to do that? It's like,
yeah, you do. Unless you want the rest of the car to break down. Yes, you do.
Yes, we do.
That's the bare bones. That's bare bones.
Yeah, no, but we are a generation that actually bare bones makes you seem like you're Don Draper and you grew up on a farm. I know how to check the oil, the fluids, the tire pressure, and I always keep the gas above half a tank.
And you got to know when those brakes sound a little bit off.
Yeah, just like pay attention.
Basics, yeah.
You got to bring it in. I don't think a lot people know how to do that these days.
No, they don't. Actually, if you spend any time talking to your mechanic, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
The way people like drag their cars in, and they're like, hey, something's wrong with this. He's like, everything's wrong with this.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in 6 years.
Right, exactly. I had a girlfriend who like really, really ignored the car maintenance. And one time we brought it into the mechanic and he was like, there's no oil in this car. Like there's just absolutely no, he was like, because mechanics, that's like bringing a person in. And they're like, this kid has not been fed in a month. Yeah, you know that, exactly, right? Yeah. It's like the same level of panic from a mechanic. And also one time, my ex-girlfriend asked me to call AAA for her car wasn't starting. The guy gets there and he's like, there's no gas in this car. And I was like, oh my God. Like I should have checked, but I never would have checked for that. There
are a lot of people that just don't care.
That could have been my life. I could have ended up, God bless her.
See, look.
God bless her.
Look on the positive side of life.
But that could have been my whole life.
Yes.
It could have been just buying cars and watching cars die of heat exhaustion.
This is a TED
and
Talk.
Friction.
It's a TED Talk for you.
Yeah, it is.
Like how you tie your life into cars and buying a house. Like you kind of got all these pieces of the puzzle. Yeah. It's your TED Talk, dude.
Well, my dad was so into cars, it feels like sacrilege to let things go.
Yeah.
To not maintain the car.
As was my dad, and I think that that's that previous generation of like, you take care of the shit that you get. You just do.
Yeah. It's so funny because it was so more affordable. But it was like, the American dream was alive. It was like, you get your property, you get your vehicles, and that's you. That's your life. That's a monument to you. And it's also, there wasn't like AAA and shit. No. I mean, there might have been, but it wasn't.
Not the way it is
There was
now.
no computers on your car to say, hey, your tire pressure's getting low.
Yep.
It was, you better look alive, buddy, because you don't want to be out in the middle of a cornfield broken down at 10 p.m. You don't want that. Now you're dealing with like flagging down cars and shit. They were prepared. They were Boy Scouts.
Oh, yeah. No, you had to survive. Mm-hmm. A part of it was survival mode.
Yeah.
Now we're just like, it's a lease. What do I care? I'll get another car. I remember when we were growing up, buying a new car was an event. Like it was like a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
As a child, because like you said, we didn't keep buying cars.
Yeah.
A car was bought once, and there was an announcement. There wasn't a celebration.
My dad he makes good money, has never had a new car, and will test drive used cars to the point where the owners are like, you need to check it out a third time? Are you out of your mind? He's like, I got to know about this. I can't even use an example. That's how far out.
You're not a car guy.
I was, though. I had some kind of belt.
Oh. Yeah.
Ready to go, but my brain is old and tired.
There's a couple belts. I don't know any names either. Yeah. But yes, there's some belts in there.
Only thing that comes to mind is compressor belt, and I know that's not right.
Yeah, close enough.
That can't be right.
Fan belt, timing belt.
Timing belt.
Seat belt. That's what it is. No, I'm just kidding.
So, in the 80s, it was uncool to wear seatbelts. And I remember my buddy, when we would drive up and down Douglas Avenue, that was our strip. I don't know if you guys did that. If you had like a street, you went up and down.
There wasn't a street per se, but there were only 3 streets. So
out here in California, they claim that they started it in the 70s, which was Van Nuys Boulevard.
I believe that.
Van Nuys Boulevard was like the strip that everybody would go up and down, drive, just, teenagers driving up and down. And then that kind of became cruising. Thank you. Yeah. There's 2 different types of cruising. So
was Bob's Big Boy involved?
Probably, yeah.
That street must have been a strip, right? By Bob's Big Boy in Burbank?
Burbank, probably. I mean, I know they do their car shows there, so it makes sense.
I'm an actor before a scene. You ready? Bob's Big Boy in Burbank. Bob's Big Boy in Burbank. Bob's Big Boy in Burbank. All right, I'm Letty. Let's shoot this shit.
Wait.
I'm an actor before a scene.
Oh, that's the thing. I thought you were doing like something like some Dustin Hoffman autism thing or something.
No.
What was that movie, Rain Man? I thought you were doing Rain Man. I don't know. That's what I thought that was. I thought you said, hold on, let me become a character.
Well, this is why I'm not an improv actor. What were you saying?
So we would cruise up and down Douglas Avenue, but like he had a gold Monte Carlo SS, and he kept that thing. And he had a beautiful flowing blonde mullet, and he was the guy. He had a great smile, and he was like, no seatbelts in this car.
I'm stuck on flowing blonde mullet.
Yeah.
I mean, that is living.
Yeah.
Right there. That is living with no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is he actually drinking while driving?
I think we may have been.
Yeah.
I don't think he was, but there is a chance.
Yeah.
It was back in the 80s. There was a pretty good, this is before Mad.
Yeah.
This is before people gave a shit about anything. Right?
I know somebody I'm not going to name any names. We'll call it the year 2001, 2002. He would do this thing where this is in LA, in like Silver Lake. He'd be like, yeah, we're small town in it tonight. And that meant he had an open container. And he wasn't drunk. He just loved the concept. Or I shouldn't say he loved it. He did it once.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm small town in it tonight, which I thought was balls beyond comprehension, because your ass is going to the clink that night.
Oh, yeah.
Open container laws are real.
Absolutely. Well, but again, you're talking about teenagers and how much good thinking are we really making? You know what I mean? Not a lot of good thoughts. Anyway,
so I can picture it.
Yeah, flowing.
Slow ride.
Yeah, probably had a beautiful. His car was one of the first ones. He had automatic windows.
Oh wow,
some roll down shit.
Yeah.
To talk to the ladies. He was pressing buttons.
You guys smoking cigarettes?
I did not smoke cigarettes back, and that was the type of car you were not allowed to smoke cigarettes.
Oh
in.
Wow.
Like he was like there. He had his
progressive.
rules. No, dude was very into it. But like his big thing was he tried to remove the seatbelts from the car. Because
can you imagine?
That's not cool looking.
No, it's not. But it also not something we think about anymore.
Oh,
what drives me nuts? A couple things drive me nuts in movies. One is coffee mugs never have any liquid in them.
Yeah, you got to learn
Second
how to
thing
drink.
is people usually don't puke more than just a little bit of fluid in their mouths. There's nothing. The other thing is people are going 75 miles down the street without seatbelts on in movies still to this day.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, what's that about? Can't we live with the seatbelt in a movie? Is it going to take you out of it? I don't think so. The second thing is, even though it's on a flatbed truck, does that still mean you're not going through the fucking windshield?
Well, now you're thinking about behind the scenes.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what else bothers me about the
What?
car shots is when they take the rearview mirror off so they can get a better shot.
I never noticed that.
I do it all the time.
I never noticed that.
Oh yeah, that drives me nuts.
But to answer my physics question.
Yeah, you can. Of course you can. Yes, of course you can.
So what is that? The way I understand it, film sets are all about liability, insurance, accidents.
Now
they're so concerned with this, and then they're driving down the street.
Are you sure?
What?
They're not doing a poor man's process. They're not doing a projector.
I'm saying if I'm watching Mad Men, which is absolutely appropriate.
But are you sure that they're not doing a process?
Oh, with like windows?
With fake shit.
I mean,
so, with green
video?
screen and yeah.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. There's your answer.
Because then it's just a grip with a 2x4 underneath the car shaking it.
Right. What do you know? By the way, give that man a raise. That is not in his job description.
My other favorite is the guys that take the lights.
Yeah.
And they make it seem like you're driving down a street that's got lights and they're waving their arms.
I do think I've seen this, and you know more about production than I do. Sometimes I'll see a reflection on the window moving, and I'm going, is that fake? And I think it might be fake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they come up with all different types. This is where the grip guys get excited.
Oh, really?
So
they're not upset to be shaking the car.
When it comes to like creative ways of making that effect.
Yeah.
So like they've got all their stuff on the truck. Now they can get out there and build shit and and come up with creative ways to do it, because there's more than one way to make those lights.
I thought they just like to sit around and bitch about shit.
You know what?
You got to keep those guys busy.
Back in the day, honest to God, I was afraid of those guys. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Way back for us.
Yeah.
Now, no, I'm not afraid of
You
them
want
at
to
all.
call one of them? I got one in my phone.
Do ya?
Brian, a dickhead. Do you remember that?
These guys are all nice now. They're all pretty laid back. But back in the day, there was a lot of bitterness back in the day. I don't know why.
If you didn't make it through our dark period at the other studio, I will repeat a story about how there was this total dickhead grip, totally confrontational to me, total asshole to me. Would always yell at me because like we locked the gates in downtown LA. You know, he's like, we need to be able to get out, blah, blah, blah. So I put in my phone, Brian dash a dickhead. So I knew that when he called, I could be ready for a dickhead personality.
Some sort of crap, yeah.
This piece of shit calls me like 3 months ago because he thinks I'm the fucking site rep. Because he probably has idiot site rep in his fucking phone.
And as far as he's concerned, they're all the same. You're just the one,
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, part of me's pissed I missed it. Because I'd have loved to answer the phone.
I
and be
don't
like,
know.
Hey.
Really? You sure?
Yeah, just turn in on
Okay.
Lincoln.
There you go.
Dude, we're shooting on Lincoln and Ocean Park today. You don't know that? Dude, you're gonna get so fucking fired, Brian, a dickhead. It's all about winning. It really isn't. It's about missing the fucking phone call.
I will say though that
usual.
in general, people in production now are so laid back.
Is that right?
And so much more appreciative. Yeah, because the work has gone away.
Right.
And so you if you're getting work,
Yeah.
you're just happy to be working.
That's what I figure.
And the generation, they've aged out.
Yeah.
The old grumpy people from back in the day, for whatever reason, I don't know why people were so grumpy back in the day or so privileged, but also, and you know this, there was for the longest time, there was a war between production and the city of Los Angeles. Like nobody wanted you filming in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to see them film trucks. It was always considered a nuisance.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of like adversarial relationships. I just don't really see that much anymore.
You know, it's funny. They shot a commercial at the Starbucks in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it was annoying because the fuckers were all like walking around. And by the way, what a great juxtaposition. People who are so excited that they're finally working and people sitting in the coffee shop pissed that they're not working, trying to get work on their computers. But anyway, I'm watching TV a couple of months later. I'm like, that's my Starbucks. I'm like, oh yeah, they shot there. And then I go, is it though? Is it my Starbucks? And then I go, that's my barista. They just cast the regular baristas.
That's hilarious.
Because they're probably actors anyway.
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And if you just want it to look real, I mean, you know how much time you'd have to train somebody to look like you're making coffee?
Yeah.
Just have somebody make the coffee.
You guy does a good job. That Starbucks is so cool. Whoever the manager is tells them to learn the customers' names and call them by their name. And so they're all always calling me by my name. And I feel so bad because the guy has a name I can't, he's got a name tag on, but I can't like really pronounce it or whatever.
You gotta ask.
Yeah. What?
You gotta ask. You're at an age now.
But you get deeper and deeper and deeper. No, you're right.
You're at an age now.
Go ahead. You're right. I'm going to give you you're right already. And you go ahead.
I'm just saying, I think once you start seeing gray and a few wrinkles, you got to take on that role that all the older people previous of. You just say, how are you doing today, Janice, or whatever. Thank you for the cup of coffee, Janice. They expect people of a certain age.
Yeah.
That's the sign of like, I figured it out. I'm okay with acknowledging you without actually complaining. I'm actually just saying hi, goodbye, and thank you.
Right.
Versus like, well, Janice, maybe if you hadn't fucked my coffee up, that's the only time they're looking for the fucking name tag.
Yeah.
Right?
It is pretty ironic that the only people that don't call me sir are the ones I'm too scared to take on the role as an old person with. Not really ironic, kind of appropriate.
I don't know. I just got to the point where I realized I don't look the way I think I do to people of a certain age.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with that. It just, you don't love it.
No, I
you
didn't
don't love it. Yeah.
Look, I'm not embracing it.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about getting old.
Yeah.
I will never sit here and be like, man, you know what the best part about getting old is?
Right.
There isn't a best part.
Yeah.
There's not.
Meanwhile,
it fucking sucks.
Meanwhile, older comedian friends of mine, they think I'm like 32.
Which is great. Ride that. Ride that wave.
People that are only 5, 6, 7 years older than me think I'm 32. Like I have one friend who's like, it's not too late for you to quit this. I'm like, asshole. It is. I'm a lifer. There's no resume for me. What am I going to do?
I don't know. Let's talk about it.
I don't want to do anything else.
Okay.
So I'm just going to keep putting my effort into this. My lady wants to get a psychic for the house
to live there permanently?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So we can be like, when's that gas bill getting here?
Is that what
maybe
the
like
lady?
Thursday?
Is that the lady? Was that what she was in Poltergeist? Was she a psychic?
I don't.
Carrie, she was the one that would say
she was more like a
glasses
medium
on?
or something.
Oh, okay. So not like that.
A psychic is someone that can see into the future and can, according to my wife, go through the house and tell if there's, spirits there or whatever. And I know what the psychic will say. The psychic will, first of all, you don't get it because we're going to buy the house anyway. So why would you have somebody say that there's a ghost there? Second of all,
should have been part of the inspection process.
Exactly. They're going to go through the house and they're going to go, this house is great. The only thing you have to worry about is this corner over here. I'm getting some very negative, like maybe somebody was abused or killed over here. And then you have to live with, well, I don't, that doesn't bother me. Like, it's a house. Something bad happened in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, believe me, I have not ever told my neighbors what happened in their house.
Right. Right. Oh, my God. Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
Because I don't think it's fair.
And it's not fair, and we're just going to kind of leave it at that.
Yeah.
Brian, if you're a fan of this podcast, you know. If you're not, welcome. But we can't tell you now.
Yeah, not on this episode.
Something bad happened.
Can't connect dots.
In the neighbor's house. And Brian knows about it.
Yeah.
And these poor souls don't. And guess what?
They don't.
It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The less you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Aren't there laws about this?
Yes, 8 years.
Disclosure laws?
8 years.
8 years is the... Oh, wow. Okay.
After 8 years, you don't have to disclose anything.
As it should be. I think 8 years is quite a bit.
It's a long time. And it's actually totally based on old school superstition stuff. That's literally it. There's no...
They haven't changed the law. In other words, this is an old law that they haven't changed.
It's for superstition.
Like you can't marry a goat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well,
why not?
Keep it on the books. Keep it on the books. Yeah.
Somebody died. Let's pretend it's like a broken mirror. 7 years. Like
something like that. Yeah. I mean, it is definitely.
And I think we need to update some of that stuff. Actually, like broken mirror should now be about 15, 16 years. We live a lot longer now.
What about walking under ladders?
I don't know the time limitations on that.
I think they're all 7. I think they just came up with the number 7. They just started throwing that around, which is weird because isn't 7 supposed to be the lucky number?
7 is a lucky number, and so once you did that 7, you're lucky again. So fucking watch. So watch where you walk.
Exactly.
You reckless motherfucker.
So,
goddamn, life was boring before TV and iPhones. So you just had to make up some superstitions. Now you make up entire secret societies.
Is your wife doing this because of her roots for where she grew up?
She's very superstitious.
Because of that's a big thing. I don't want to sound like the ignorant guy, but is that a big deal down?
There's
in Louisiana?
I don't think the average person gets a psychic to go through someone's house when they buy it, but they're all extremely superstitious, and a lot of people are. Like, I do a lot of material about, Christianity and stuff, and people fucking tighten up because they're scared they're going to laugh at the wrong thing and burn in hell.
Sure, yeah.
I swear, people just miss the whole message of a loving God.
It's because they were raised on fear.
Yeah, because it's not about that. It's just an extension of Santa Claus. It's like, hey, when you're not doing your homework or when you're fucking lighting shit on fire in the woods, God can see you, and you're going to be punished for that. It's just a way to chaperone your kids before the ring cam.
Yeah. So what you're saying is cameras everywhere is really what has killed the...
Nothing's killed Christianity.
More
Nothing has killed
cameras.
Christianity is running rampant. It's bigger than ever. It's also about to die, but... No, these things, they go in cycles because the crazier life gets, the more people want something kind of simple.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. I understand how... So I even understand. I mean, I played sports. There's superstitions tied to sports nonstop.
It's a way you can feel like you can control your life.
Yeah.
Which you cannot.
No. Which I believe one of our previous guests just recently brought up. About the manifesting, like if you manifest something bad.
Yeah.
Fairbanks was talking about like, okay, but how come when I manifest good, I don't get the good, but I'm almost guaranteed to manifest the bad?
That is the worst when people are just like, you're trying. People are just like, it's your fucking attitude. You got a bad attitude and you're thinking negatively. There's some truth to that, but it's also like, fuck.
I've always said that my success is mostly failures in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And this is not me being condescending about myself, but it's just the truth.
Yeah.
One is luck.
Right.
There is definitely luck. Right place, right time. Luck.
Yeah.
2 is they just don't like you.
Oh,
because they have to decide whether or not they want to spend any time with you.
And you're saying,
and when they're talking to you, they're thinking to themselves, I don't want to spend any more time with the person, no matter how good they are at what they do.
You think
I do
a
think
lot
I
of
believe
people have talked to you and come away thinking they can't hang out with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't buy that.
No,
I think they can only pick one
I have
guy.
the sample size, son. You can't argue me with him.
Yeah, but you also had good luck. You also have worked.
Yeah, but not in the things that I've wanted to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm surprised to hear that from you.
Okay, you don't have to agree with me.
Because I had you on this podcast like once 2 years ago, and I'm like, he's going to be on all the time now. I can hang with this guy.
That's different. Well, you're one of the people that can tolerate me.
All right.
That's the way I look at it. And I can tell you, I've just accepted that. That's what life is. You hang out with the people you hang out with because you like hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And or you can tolerate them. We also, and we've talked about this off air because we don't want to get any of our friends in trouble, but it's just like we also have friends that are a drain. We keep them around because we're good people.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you see the call come in, you're like, oh.
How great was the invention of text messaging? Yeah. Because it's like, I'll get to that when I'll get to that.
Yeah. And I'm sure people do that to me all the time. I know I'm a drain on people.
People do it to everybody. People answer phone calls that will make them money, and phone calls and text messages that have to do with their family and the urgency of their family. Everybody else, it's just kind of like, I'm going to leave that unread until I'm ready to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's this idea that I think you think, well, they're just going to be excited to hear from me. I'm just fun to talk to.
I've never had that feeling. I've never wanted to make a phone call in my life. You know what I mean? I'm so glad we're past that. Because you can just fish. You can just be like, don't call me back if you don't want to.
I'm going to tell you something.
I ain't putting you on the spot for no bullshit, not even a conversation.
And don't get mad at me for saying this, but every time you call me, I feel like you can't wait to get off the phone talking to me.
Oh, is that right? Sorry. I hate being on the phone.
But you're not. You're not saying I got to go.
Yeah.
I'm always like, fuck, am I just keeping him on the phone too long? Maybe that's me projecting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm unaware. I feel like being on a phone call is a very uncomfortable place to be for some reason.
So I'm reading into that.
Sure.
That's what it is.
But it's not something I'm aware of.
Yeah. Well, no, you just said it.
Yeah. There's something I know, but it's not something I'm always aware of.
But you're not judging the person on the line. You're just wondering when this is going to end so you can go to do other things. Yes, text messaging. There are certain friends of mine, the minute texting became a thing, fucking gone.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those people? I mean, gone.
You mean out of your life?
No. They will never pick up the phone again. There are certain people in my life, I don't even bother calling them anymore because early on in texting, I would still try to call them going, pick up the phone, motherfucker.
Yeah. You lost them in 2003.
Yeah. And they were like, they never came back. They were like, I see you face to face, I'll have a conversation. Otherwise, this is written only.
Yeah.
This is a written only relationship.
The funniest part about texting was when it first kind of became somewhat normal and it was exciting. You know, people have all this stuff on the phone now. Text messaging in the early 2000s was super exciting and super cool.
Oh, yeah.
And if you were dating someone you liked, it was unbelievable. Or even someone you didn't like. It was unbelievable how many text messages were coming your way if they liked you.
Yeah.
It would just be like, oh, all day? We're doing this? And if you're smitten and if you're in love, you're like, this is fucking great. But then it gets to be, and we're to the point of exhaustion with the phone. We're to the point of people texting you all day long, especially your family. Come on. No?
No, nobody texts me.
Nobody texts you.
I can go an 8-hour day.
Really?
Without that phone any movement on my phone.
Okay.
And again, this is not boo-hoo.
Yeah.
I guess it's just where I'm at in my life.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, now that you mention it, it is mostly spam that I get. Spam and my wife. And that's about it.
You do. It's amazing.
I'm on a chain with my high school buddy since the pandemic.
Okay.
And that's happening.
That still goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll get an occasional ping from somebody, just random, like talking shit, like if it's baseball related or whatever, but no.
Yeah.
And even quieter now that my kids are done, I have no I'm down to my final subgroup.
Yeah.
Which is my old stand-up comedy friends.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only subcategory I have left in my life.
This will make you feel better. I wanted to text you the other day about the Brewers.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what if he hasn't seen the game yet?
Yeah, you know.
So
that
just
I watched,
know that I
good.
know you too well to text you that. All right, but the text was implied.
See?
How about those Brewers?
Yeah, if you know me very well, you're not allowed to text me sports stuff because I watch it delayed. Just baseball.
I think that's a lot of people.
Baseball I can watch delayed. Football I won't. It has to be live.
Yeah.
Or I'll just miss the game and get the information. I can't watch recorded stuff. So recorded sports is weird. Baseball's different because you can just put it on in the background and move on with your life.
Yeah, I love baseball, and I just bought like a whole Dodgers thing.
Oh, nice.
And it's weird because I could tell my wife always wanted me to be more into sports, and I can tell she's completely annoyed with the Dodgers package. Because here's something you might not know if you're not into sports. Baseball's every day.
Every day.
It's like 5-6 days a week.
Yep.
And then the other thing I didn't realize is like a lot of nighttime stuff. So it's kind of hard to watch it because that's more my shared TV time.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I have to remind myself to stop watching baseball because there's actually, thankfully, there's a lot of really good shows out. It's mostly HBO and Apple TV,
baby.
Probably have the best shows out right now.
Yeah.
Though what I've learned is for both of them, let it go for a couple weeks.
Yeah, then you can get into it.
Yeah,
Go off on a tear.
I don't honestly, if there's one thing I don't miss from growing up is waiting a fucking week to watch another episode.
I don't like it. I mean, it's actually good. It's fun, but when those credits start rolling, and you know, you're pissed either way because if it goes too quickly to the next episode, you're like, let me marinate a little bit. I like this song.
Yeah.
I want to see who the best boy was, but at the same time, you're like, oh, this is it. And it feeds you to another show. You're like, oh, fuck that. Then you start watching the other show. You realize there's 5 episodes in the bank. You start rolling with that.
Totally start. Just knowing. You can opt out.
Yeah.
But just knowing that there's some there.
Yeah.
That's the win, right?
I will watch
not having some
the
there.
Dumbest show. As long as I know, I get to keep watching it.
Here's the only thing I don't understand, because this is something more, this is newer from streaming. And then I want to get into the shows that I think are worth watching. But I don't understand. Sugar's a perfect example. I watched season 1.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. And it was like 2 fucking years later, another season comes out.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
You're either in or you're out. Like this whole thing of like these aren't fucking like movies where you watch Star Wars and then
right.
You know,
now let's see the Temple of Doom.
Yeah. There's plenty of other things, but it's like you expect a movie to take it takes a couple years to make a movie.
Yeah.
TV used to be like, we'll be back in 3 months.
Well, it takes a long time to make TV now.
I know because
but they also wait. Wait.
They're also shooting television more like they shoot movies now.
Just like movies.
Yes, they don't
widescreen and everything.
And it's not even that. It's like for those who don't understand what I'm saying, I'll explain.
A lot of coverage.
A lot more coverage, and also a lot of typical episodic television is templated. They shoot it very specifically. They will rotate 2 cinematographers, DPs.
Yeah.
And they shoot the show a very specific way. So even when they bring in directors for television back in the day, you had to stick to that template. You could not go. Every once in a while they'd bring in a movie director and be like, "This is a very special
Tarantino
episode.
on ER.
It's a special episode.
Yeah.
That's different. It'll be shot differently. It'll be directed differently. But all the rest of them, same.
Yeah.
Cookie cutter. Stick to the plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you can crank these motherfuckers out too.
This is the age we grew up in. Is TV was lesser than. Because it was easier to make.
Yes. Yep.
And these 3-camera sitcoms with the studio audience got real played out.
Yeah.
But it was awesome because you could get 25 episodes a year.
Oh, crank them out.
Yeah.
Just crank them.
We would not have this many episodes of Seinfeld. People don't know. It's only 9 seasons. Can you imagine if it was only 90 episodes?
I know, right?
It's like what, about 200 or so.
Yeah. That is so true. So Widow's Bay, have you seen that?
Starting getting into that. Reviewed on Patreon, patreon.com/The Full Charge by Eric Wendell. I mean, he only reviewed the first 2 episodes, which is all I've seen, so be careful.
Good. No, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I just think it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Maximum pleasure guaranteed. I just
love that fucking show. Love that actress.
It reminds me a little bit of that show that was on TBS, Search Party.
Love Search Party.
It has a little bit of that vibe. So if you like that vibe, you like this show. Friends and Neighbors. I came late to the party.
Friends and Neighbors. I don't even think it's that good, but I love it.
Good enough?
Yeah.
Right? Like, meaning that it's not one of those ones where you're like, I'm out after like 3 episodes, you know?
No, when that thing comes on and that's once a week, I'll watch it.
Yep.
I will watch the shit out of it. I love every actor in that thing. I hate how they call him Coop, though. That seems so contrived to me.
Yeah, probably.
Come on, Coop. Coop. And they're always like, hey, it's our neighborhood. It's where we live. It's such a bullshit.
Fine, fuck that show.
It's such a bullshit
show. That show.
Like, you're going to, and I love it. I say this with love. You're going to keep stealing watches when somebody just offered you a job on whatever they do?
He's addicted.
Yeah, I guess. You can't do both. You're going to run out of houses.
What? Fair enough. I agree with that part.
It's like, as somebody who works freelance, give me a fucking job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go steal a watch on spec. You know how that goes.
But that's so that I guess they had to weigh the options of what they call the, what is he losing, right? So like in that one he could have lost another job, but he already lost a job. So really, what is that? Now it's like the high risk stakes are this is all I got.
I understand that it's entertainment. You have to go in with that, but there's the critical brain, and I write a screenplay from time to time, and I'm always go, this doesn't make sense. Turns out it doesn't matter.
No, it does not matter.
It just has to have the right actors and the right vibe.
And sometimes it just has to connect, and you can't explain why.
It doesn't need a good ending either.
No.
There's like 3 good endings out there.
Yeah, it's hard to make an ending that lasts forever.
Yeah.
Office Chair. I think we've talked about that before. That one's on HBO.
The Chair Company.
Chair Company. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
It's a slow burn, but I tell people if you stick with it,
it's so good, and it's so dissatisfying in a way because you're always like 95% to a laugh. In other words, it's always like, what the fuck is going on with this?
Yes.
It's so bizarre. It's like if Twin Peaks were a comedy. And there's a scene, I'm not going to give it away. I believe it's episode 5. I'm not going to tell you what part because I don't want you just skipping to it. But it's absurd and completely unnecessary. And I've never seen it on TV. I've seen it on the internet. I've never seen it on a TV show before.
We'll have to talk about it afterwards. I'm trying to remember what it is. Because it's been a while since I saw it.
I'll just tell you right now. I'll cut it out. What's up, everybody? It's Matt from the future. Just letting you know I'm about to spoil something from a show called, well, we're already talking about it, The Chair Company. So it's about 12 seconds. Fast forward about 12 seconds if you don't want this to be spoiled. And I don't want to spoil it for you because it's crazy funny. It's when it looks like the woman's about to suck a dick, and then they cut, and you go, oh, of course they cut. And then they cut back, and she sucks the dick.
I don't even remember that. What scene was that?
How do you not remember
I don't know.
that?
I don't remember. I told you I have a horrible memory. I'm going to have to go back and watching it because I don't remember that.
Just so you know, I can tell I'm going to edit this. I'm either going to bleep out the sound or just cut it out and leave this part in because you got to watch The Share Company.
Yeah,
it's so good. And I love how his wife is always like, she's always like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. And he's so immature. What's that guy's name? Tim Robbins?
Yeah.
It's not Tim Robbins, is it?
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson. He has one of the most unique takes on comedy.
Yes, he does.
It's no one else does it like him.
No.
He's got a show, I Think You Should Leave.
Yep.
He's got a movie called Friendship. Show? I like it in the same way. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? There's this great scene or a great sketch. It's a sketch show. Hey, it's me again from the future. I'm going to spoil something from I Think You Should Leave. It's and so just fast forward about a minute. If you've seen the show, keep listening. All right. Where him and his wife go to see a magician, and the magician calls him on stage. And you know how magicians like bust the people's balls and make fun of the people? And he loves it. He goes back and sits down, and then it's like a really uncomfortable drive home. And then before they go to bed, his wife is like, you embarrassed the shit out of me tonight. The way that magician humiliated you in front of everybody. She goes, we'll raise our kids, but this marriage is over. Like, she's so bummed out and so just embarrassed by the magician busting his balls. It's so ridiculous. And then, I'm sorry I'm spoiling this for everybody, but then he goes back and he's like, oh, I'm going to get the magician this time. And he calls him out. He just like overdoes it with the comebacks. And the audience is like, what the fuck?
Trying to save his marriage through comebacks. That's great.
Yeah. I just love that she was like, this is like, she's changing her last name back to her maiden name.
Did I ever tell you I had a friend that changed his, he was like all into like hippy dippy stuff, and then in his previous marriage he changed his name to hers.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. He took her name.
That's wild.
And then they got divorced.
Yeah.
But when I met him, I didn't know what his real last name was, and when I knew him, he was married again. I'm like, so hold on. So whose name does your new wife take? Does she take your old wife's name? Like, you know, because I don't know. For those of you who don't know, you have to legally change your name back if you want after a divorce.
Right.
Like, you don't just like get a divorce.
Isn't that funny?
That you keep the name.
Yeah, you don't resort.
That you married, it doesn't go back.
Talk about old school rules.
Yeah. I mean, you can get rid of it, but it, you know.
Were you knocked on your ass when he said that? When he said, "Oh, I'm changing. My real name is Stevenson."
Well, no. It turns out he had changed. He had legally changed it back.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, because that'd have been weird for your new wife to find out that she's carrying your old wife's name, right?
This is a guy you knew in Wisconsin?
You know him.
Okay. And you knew him. He lives out here, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I understand hippie shit out here.
Yeah.
When people do shit like that in Wisconsin, it's like, yo, are you still allowed to live there?
No, it was East Coast on top of which made it even crazier to me.
All right.
I was like, they do that kind of stuff out there?
We were in Louisiana and we were getting our marriage certificate, and there was this box you could check if you wanted to be in a covenant marriage. And my wife's like, oh, what's this covenant marriage? And the clerks in Louisiana, mind you, the ones that handed us the piece of paper where you could check the box, were like, you don't want it. You don't want it. It makes it like impossible to get divorced. It makes it, it's basically like, you want to talk about some old shit. I got to look this up. It is like, we didn't even get the full explanation, and I can tell they were saying, you know, like, get out. Like the movie Get Out. Aaron, can you look that up for me? I have no internet in here. Covenant marriage. Maybe Louisiana will help.
Okay. A covenant marriage is a legally distinct, faith-centered type of marriage that requires premarital counseling and waives the rights to a no-fault divorce. They must sign a unique and specialized declaration, strictly limited grounds for divorce, such as adultery, abuse, or extended separation.
Well, that's not as crazy as I thought.
The bottom line is it ain't easy to get out.
Yeah.
You got to have
Louisiana was the first to pass it in 1997.
There you go. There's New Orleans and there's everywhere else. 1997.
Arizona and Arkansas are the only other two states.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, Christianity overreacts. They're like, we're losing people. We're going to lean like way harder into it. That'll be fun for people. Meanwhile, I had to do religious counseling.
I was going to say, you did part of this already.
I did religious counseling at the age of 47. Like, I'm practically the pre-stage. I've done way more than he's ever done. I know more than him.
Life-wise.
I mean, like, who is this fucking guy?
But you played the role, right?
I played the role. Oh my God.
I mean, I guess there's a lot of pomp and circumstance around marriage that, to me, having done it a few times, I find it laughable.
Yeah.
I did more pomp and circumstance the first time. I almost did none. It was more of a legal thing the second time, just because it is so much. It
became laughable for me, even though I never got married. Like, as I got older, I'd be like, that shit's crazy. Like doing a religious ceremony. All right, if that's your tradition or whatever. But if we're really going to go to a priest so he can tell us how to live together, we already fucking live together.
He knows
and I
that.
know it's different, but it's just such nonsense. And it's like, why are we doing the nonsense?
Well,
because it's tradition.
It's also a thing he's never done.
Yeah.
So
but he will tell you, this guy, he had a sermon. It's the only sermon. He gave it at our wedding. He's only got one sermon.
Yeah, well, it's because only knows.
He used to be, and as a comedian, it offends me. He used to be a lawyer, and he had a relationship, and he just always talks about how he was knocking it out of the park in the secular world. But then it went bad, and he was like, I'm going to try this other thing. And I'm not even sure what the message is. I think the message is quit immediately when you fail. Never get back on the horse, I think was the message. I'm like, thank you for this life advice.
You know, I'm not my niece's godfather because I didn't want to do this.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I was like, they wanted me, before the baptism to go to take some class. And I was like, nah.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've been a godfather.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck it is, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, I know there's this thing about, which doesn't even apply anymore. It'd be like, oh, if
the parents died.
If the parents died, you take them over. It's like, no, that's called legal paperwork, and it's not that simple. Like, it's more than just going, there you are, man. We just gave you a title.
Yeah.
Run with it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. We just love you so much. We're going to give you a title.
Right.
My godmother, I've talked to. I don't even live that far from her. I've maybe talked to her a couple times my entire life. Like the whole, again, that's part of the pomp and circumstance of things.
Yeah, no, it's traditions.
Except depending on the family that gave you the honor. Now, are you responsible for sending gifts and money every year?
Probably.
Right, as part of the role. So it becomes an expense.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Everything always becomes an expense.
Yeah.
So you got out of it, is what I'm saying. You got lucky.
Yeah, no, you did the right thing.
Well, what's funny is that her godfather at her baptism is a gay ex Jehovah's Witness who did not do the classes.
So in the end, they just gave up on the whole thing anyway.
Yeah, it didn't even need to happen.
And they took it. That's how much they think of you, dude. They went really far down the line.
Yeah.
In their world.
Yeah. But not really. I mean, they went looking for that.
That's all that was left.
That combo.
With somebody that did not fit into the church at all.
They specifically had boxes they were checking off. Like, well, what if?
They're like, we can't even have you in the building to make sure you're a proper godfather, but we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't really like my niece that much.
Oh,
shit. You heard it here.
She kind of grew up to be a shithead like her dad.
Oh,
Charge
shit.
Exclusive. Oh, my God.
That's another fallacy.
That could have been your responsibility, Aaron. You could have been, responsible for all these
No, but he brings up a good point. You're a smaller family and you guys get along, but I got to be honest with you. There's the things that bother me as I get older. One, marriages are perfect, right?
Sure.
And which is why people finally figured that shit out, and then the divorce rate went through the fucking roof.
And you're saying marriages are supposed to be perfect, but they're not. It's pitched to us.
You go in thinking that, like, as soon as there's trouble in the fucking water, you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
When they laid it out to me, it was supposed to be all this amazing shit.
Right.
And then,
I watch the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah, right.
Unless a murderer
comes
comes in, unless you invite somebody into your house, this goes well.
The second thing is, don't assume just because you're part of a family that you're going to get along with everybody for the rest of your life.
That's who you get. That's who you fight with the most.
Yeah, it's a forced relationship.
Yeah.
And the bigger the family is, the more likely there's going to be some fucking fallout because everybody's just going to be different places in life and all this shit. And you think that, like, oh, we all have to be, we're in it together. Blood is thicker than water.
Yeah.
Nah, wrong answer.
Right.
Sometimes you got to cut a few loose.
Yeah. I am impressed with family in that, like, I could sleep on any family member's couch, for a week.
Right. I didn't know where you
And my parents would, like, totally take me back into their home.
Yeah.
And my brother too. So there is something to, they're always your family. Whereas, like, out of all the friends I've made over the years, like, that shit's over.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is so over.
But would you?
And I've put friends through that, unfortunately.
But you've known enough people where you realize that not all families are good fucking families, and not all brothers and sisters are good brothers and sisters. That you don't fucking need to be around for the rest of your life, and that's okay.
We got some people. We got some people in my family that are not ideal.
Dude, social media.
I'm one of those guys. I'm one of the few guys I think I know of that doesn't talk to their high school buddies.
Yeah.
I just I moved to LA and I was like, shook those guys loose. I don't know.
No, I totally get that. My high school group of friends were almost like my open mic friends. They were just like creative people and artists. So I always like check back in with them.
Yeah.
for instance, 3 of those people are actually in my special, like in the background of the intro. And one of my friends I used to be in a band with, one of my high school friends, I got him into music, and his band is the outro music on my special, and I think that's really fucking cool. But I do think it's a unique situation, because if they were just the guys I dicked around with, because they're also that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be the same thing.
I don't know. I've told you this before, but the most profound thing that I ever heard from that guy was working in radio, and that guy that I went to college with called me on the radio.
Yeah.
On a Sunday morning, we chit-chatted it up. Hadn't talked to each other in years, and I said, let's get together. And he was like, no. And he was like, we had our time.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Right.
I don't hate you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? I don't hate you. Goodbye shit.
Right.
But now I look back and I go, yeah, he was right.
Well, but there's also that. So with all this keeping in touch, you feel like, well, you're still, close, some friends. And I went to see one of my high school buddies, and he had like a ton of nitrous tanks and like drugs and stuff, and like he was living a completely different life than I'm living. And then I was kind of weirded out by all the drugs in his house. And then he was weirded out by my stand-up act. He thought he looked like he saw a ghost. After I do a joke about the Holy Spirit, he was like really disturbed by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he?
And we're still like really cool. And I love the guy still, and I know he loves me, and we're still on the text chain. But I could tell we were both like, this doesn't click like in a way where we can just pick back up.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. No, it's more than okay.
Yeah, a couple long distance salutes, a long wave.
It's just one of those things that speaks to what your friend said.
Yeah. He was right.
Yeah. And I would still, if you're listening, I would still hang out with you any day of the fucking week. I love you.
But also, if you don't, that's okay too. That was the whole point of it, is like, no ill will, man.
Yeah.
If I run into you 20 years from now, good to see you.
Yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm. By the way, are we still pretending that these nitrous oxide tanks with all the different flavors that you just buy fucking off, I don't know if on Amazon or off a fucking car shelf, we're pretending that this is not a fucking drug? Like, are we?
No, we're not pretending.
I see the trashed box
all the time,
all
right?
over the neighborhood as I'm
Mine
walking
too.
my dog.
But I think we agree that it's an illegal drug.
Yeah.
But where are they getting them from?
That's the thing.
On the shelf?
That's another thing. My man is like all into the scene. And like he knows people.
But these are not these.
You got to be deep because there's tanks. When you get heroin, you get this little tiny needle.
Oh, so you're saying the tank? You can't get those tanks at a store or online?
I don't know the details. I just know it's extremely elaborate. You can't just like walk around with that shit in your pocket.
Well, no, because it's massive.
Yeah. So you're just like, you got trucks full of fucking.
Yeah. I saw one. I was like, what the fuck is this banana fucking shit? Like,
yeah, I don't think they're massive. They're maybe a little bit bigger than a football now.
Yeah, they can't go to your back pocket though. Is what I'm saying. It's like
it's not a bag of Coke.
But they got packaging. Like, this is all illegal.
That's what I'm saying. You must be able to just buy them online. I don't even look because I'm not interested.
No.
But I do see the same thing.
You telling me I can get a nitrous oxide tank on Amazon?
So my kids told me there's something you can buy at gas stations.
Yeah.
These drugs apparently you can buy at the gas station, like borderline DMT or some shit.
Whipped cream.
No, I did see a dude was passed out, like hardcore passed out in front of a Target. He went in and he bought 2 air cleaner things that you spray on the keyboards, and he whipped the shit out of those fucking things and literally fucking went brain dead. And then the workers just working around him, and he's just got a bunch of empty cans around him.
I was gonna say the worst part about this nitrous oxide addiction is the people that use it don't even pay for it at the grocery store. Like whipped cream is probably like in a can is probably like $3.50. They just do it right there in the grocery store and put it back.
Yeah. Whippets have been around forever.
Yeah.
When I worked in the grocery, I'd catch the guys in produce just high on Whippets all fucking day in the back.
The glamour of drug use.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? How sad is that? And it's just like one hit, right? It's like...
I guess. I don't know. I didn't want to do it.
Get ready to get flagged on YouTube. I'm telling people how to do drugs. I get flagged on YouTube every week by Lifelock. It's the boy that cried pornography. I'm like, when someone finally does steal my identity, I'm going to be like, just another fucking masturbation flag from Lifelock.
You want to pay attention?
Yeah. God help me when I put my special out.
I can't live stream on Instagram for a year.
Because of something you posted.
Because I shared a meme to my stories that someone else created about how doctors in the old timies would just give you cocaine.
Right.
I didn't make it.
This is new, right? This happened recently, right?
Oh,
this happened recently.
2 months ago, yeah.
So I got flagged for something I posted in 2015 that referenced heroin. And I did say it was a store called Spoon, and I go, great new place to buy heroin. And
so you
I got flagged.
So you can on social media, which is a private organization, I understand this. You cannot make drug references, drug jokes.
Sales, especially, because it's almost like in their defense, it could be like you're soliciting business.
And I'm assuming it's not a person.
But it's
These
not
are
a person.
algorithms that are knocking you out. Yeah,
it's just a computer program.
Yeah, and it just finds the word.
And
they're
much more comfortable, especially if you have a certain amount of followers. If you have a ton of followers, they'll probably examine it more. But if you're just under a certain amount, they'll just be like, flag. What does it matter? A year for Aaron, a couple months for me. They don't care.
Yeah, but what if his whole income was live streaming?
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They got their income.
They definitely would not give a fuck. I've never live streamed on Instagram. Have no intention to do it.
Right.
But it is what a punishment for reposting a meme that someone else made that they did not take down.
Right. So for me, they said I couldn't boost advertisements, which luckily it didn't. Luckily, I'm not working.
Remember when?
But I do need it for my gigs coming up, and thank God the parole was over.
This is supposed to. Remember back in the day, if you got arrested or you had like a mugshot, or you made a sex tape and it was all wrong, that's what got you going. That's what was the next level of success, was getting in trouble or having something bad happen to you.
But I think
now it's the exact opposite.
You need to be already famous for that.
No,
for a sex tape to work. Trust me, if I put out a sex tape, nobody
Kardashian. Kim Kardashian.
She was out there.
Not the way she.
And there was already
Ray J.
And there was a trailblazer already.
Ray J was famous.
Paris Hilton had already had hers, so.
Ray J. That's why that was famous.
Yeah, that's true.
Ray J was famous.
He was Brandy's brother.
Right, but I'm talking about like massive. That took her up to the next level.
Yeah,
I know, but
I'm just saying that's when the world changed.
Right.
That used to be a thing that was like, well, it was a good run. Thanks everybody and good night.
There's tons of people that put out sex tapes on YouPorn. They do not get famous.
No, I'm saying it's. But
I'm investigating this every day to understand why this phenomenon does not work. Thanks for listening to the Full Charge Power Hour. Pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/The Full Charge, and come see me in Milwaukee and Chicago, even if you live in fucking Florida, bitch. Peace.